Okay, so check this out. Look what I made today. Hey guys, thanks for joining me. We're back in Unreal Engine. I'm going to be making kind of trampolines today for my ball. I want to make a model that is at about the same size as this. And I could even bring down my player ball just for scale reference. Does it still have a follow detector? I thought I told you to get out of there. So I'm going to scale kind of like a pad, a circular kind of launch pad, and then separately a ball. So if I were to show you this one, go to viewport, you see it is made up of a breakable shell and a key ball. And so that in its code, it refers to the key ball for certain things and the shell for certain other things. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be making a two-part system. And I'm going to be adding a radial force to the ball, which will make anything when it hits it, will help it bounce off. But it's not going to be a flat trampoline. It'll be a spherical trampoline. Hopefully. That's my intention. First of all, let's go into modeling. So I'm going to pull out a sphere first. Let me just click on sphere. And we'll make it quite big. What does 200 look like? Comparatively, not that big. 500? Yeah, it's about the same as that shell. Pretty close anyway. I'll put it over here so I can see my reference. Just place it there. Now I'm going to put it on the surface. This was 500, right? Radius wise, the sphere. So now it matches. Not that big. 600. There. Because I'm going to use it to cut this thing in half. You'll see. Let's do a full 1,000. That way I can cover it entirely if I wanted to, but I won't. I could if I wanted to. And we'll match the 32 of that sphere there. So when I place it, but what if I kind of intersect it there? Let's make sure it's cutting the sphere at all sides, and then I lower it. And I leave just this little bit down here. Now I go, click the first one I think is the sphere, then the second one with shift, then Boolean. There we go. And we can still make some adjustments there. And then we hit accept. So now we're left with this. So we're going to create a portal, a new blueprint. Not a pawn, but an actor. Call it launchpad. What did we call this thing? I'm going to call it a launchpad. Open it up. We can already add a static mesh. Springboard. Can I drag that there? Cool. I have my static mesh and I have no material on it right here. We can pick one just for now. And then we'll flip it. Let's have a gut feeling that that'll work out well. So now we have that nice shell, kind of. And I'm going to add another sphere. And we're going to make it kind of, well, bigger. 3. Let's say, start with 3. What happens if we raise it up? I think we need to do at least 4, maybe 5. That looks kind of funny, eh? But I kind of like it. Yeah, because I kind of wanted the bottom to be exposed. I wanted 2 of these actually. Let me, can I duplicate? Yeah. And that one we're gonna flip, or just leave normal, I guess. And then the other one goes to positive 100. Do they meet? Kind of. It's sloppy. Let's make our sphere 6 times bigger. Now I'm looking at it, there's a gap. That's kind of cool. And right now, that ball shape is not bad for this thing. So I'm going to compile, save. So we have a springboard here. Let me delete this. And I'll pull out a springboard from our blueprints. Cool. So I want to give the materials some love here. Well, I'm going to just make 2 material instances. One for the ball as is, and then one for the ball when we trigger an event, which we will do later. But I want to make the material now. So if I pull up my master materials folder here, I'm going to, well, let's look at my instances. Maybe I already have something. I probably don't, and there might be some duplicates there of some things that I don't need anymore. But let's call this springboard unlit. And now I'm going to drag it over to my instance folder, pull it up. So I might not want this normal on it. I mean, I know I don't. So I can change that. Okay, it's that. It's just a subtle texture, but it's that. Or subtle normal map. Better than none, I guess. So, what else? We obviously want to change the color, and I wanted it to be something kind of warm and in the yellow range. That's a nice color. And the emissive color will be similar. Now we could increase this a bit. Maybe just put that up to 2 or even 5. That's fun. Let's go back to this springboard. We want to pick that material we just chose, right? MI springboard, was it? Yeah, there we are. So now we have, okay, it kind of does look funky with, or not funky, maybe not so great with that walnut texture around it. Master materials, we're just going to make another instance. Am I crazy? Okay, MI springboard base. And we'll pull it into there. So I have springboard unlit, I have springboard base. And first of all, I guess we'll change the normal again. And its color, should we put it on the thing? The static mesh here. We'll go MI springboard. That's this one. Same with this one. And compile, save. Obviously we're not keeping these colors, but it's just fun to look at. Okay, and springboard base will change to yeah, very light, something very light. No emissive color necessary, so that's better. So the way I'm doing it, we need still one more material to change this ball once it's hit. So I'm just going to look at this while I do it. Look him in the face. This is the springboard color. This is the color of this ball here. And I'm just going to duplicate this one. Call it lit. And change the emissive multiplier to something probably more than 10. Let's say at least 50, right? Everything else has gone like 100. Yeah, we're doing 100. Going to Hundy. So now it's blueprint time. Finally, blueprint time. Springboard event graph. On actor begin overlap? No. Sphere, we want to set up collisions. Simulate generates. Well, we could try adding a collision detector. That always helps. Sphere collision. We just call this springboard ball collider. I want to see it with my own eyes. We make it, was it 500? That's too big. Ooh, I matched it nicely, I think. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Now we can work with the springboard collider, maybe. We see down here. Cool. And if we hit it again, nothing happens except the print string again. Okay, I like it. Now we have to add the radial force to the springboard ball, right? We need a target for it. Makes sense. Origin is a relative 0, 0, hopefully. Origin of force in world space. Radius. Right? No work key. Compile. Save. Move out of the way. Watch this. Boom! Bounces me back. Lovely. So, we're going to make a variable out of the radius, or the strength for sure. Promote to variable. Down here we call it radio impulse strength. Its default looks like 100,000. Let's bump it up a bit. 150,000. Well, that's what I'm talking about. It shoots you in different directions depending on where you hit it. This is perfect. Fuck. I love it. Cool. What do I want to say now? There's more that we can do, but let's leave it for now. Try one more time. Boom. Boom. Yo, got it. It wouldn't be fun if we could get it the first time every time, right? So up here we could put a little portal, like the red one over there. And then if you got all 5 like of these things, then you would be able to open the portal.